we ranked the 10 competitions Nyjah won't win. No boring contests, you'll see slams, a lot of slams, fire, rainbow rails, and sword rails, high speed, and challenges that have nothing to do with skateboarding. Buckle up, this is going to be a roller coaster ride. Okay, speaking of roller coasters, in 10th place we have the Red Bull roller coaster competition. It's a downhill course that looks like it's straight out of a Tony Hawk game. The course is 300 meters long with a height difference of 12 meters.
Hauling ass downhill, so it's sick.
But the competition wasn't really working. Rider after rider slammed. No one made it without bailing. When a two-time Sodi bails on every single run, you know something's off. The course was too fast, too tight, just downright brutal.
Hopefully next one goes good.
This was turning into a nightmare. Nobody made it to the bottom without bailing. Spectators shook their heads, already turning to leave. The highest score, a pathetic 70 points. Then, the final 3 riders stepped up. One last chance, one final run. Could anyone save this disaster?
Wow, nose blunt slide in.
Curran Caples nails the first clean run of the day. But let's be real, Curran Caples stuck to the basics here. For a rider of his caliber, this wasn't his max potential.
Smith grind.
Well, besides this beautiful kickflip.
Coming out of Spain, and he's in.
Then comes
Nice
Danny
belly
Leon,
nose grind.
second to last. He survives his run, barely keeping it
Makes
together.
Into the tweak stale.
The relief on his face says it
Into a
all.
nose
He's
blunt.
escaped the
Wow,
course's
bank to bar.
wrath.
That was an amazing.
And then Jake Ilardi drops in as the final rider. What happens next? Hardly believable.
Jake Ilardi is
Jake's not taking the easy way. No safety grabs or basics. This is full send. Tony Hawk's pro skater type of thing. Check out that cab heel flip, followed by a big spin front board. And look how much speed he has after the landing. This body varial is so dangerous. Imagine he bailed on that. A backside 360 over the water gap and then into a varial kickflip indie and a 5-0 to put the cherry on the top. Jake absolutely stomps his final run, a last-minute save that rescued the entire event from disaster. We thought the event deserved our 10th spot, even though it's a Red Bull event. But the closer we get to our #1 competition, the wilder it gets. Now, forget overpriced mainstream contests. Our 9th pick is held in Helsinki's quiet and chillest park. But every year, it turns into this. Welcome to Koff Race, where the speed freaks battle. Who is the speediest freak? The rules are simple. Pure head-to-head action. Winner takes all. But here's an insider tip. Regular foot riders have a hidden edge. That final corner, it spits out goofy riders because of the weight in the back, while the regulars carve through clean. Here is the final round. It seems pretty clear who will win the race. Ever heard the saying, the last shall be first? Marius Saivonen takes the win. What do you expect from one of the men who created this beautiful chaos in the first place? But the downhill madness is just the beginning. Now things get serious. Every year, they transform that little fountain into a skate destroyer, where brutal slams are absolutely guaranteed. We've got a sack counter running, so you don't have to count those slams yourself. We've got you covered. What you can do on your own, though, is smash that like and subscribe button. In 2022, they built a water rail, 10 meters of pure terror. So many skaters slammed into it, while legend Pat Duffy made it look easy with a buttery feeble grind. But our real MVP is the dude who sent a board slide, anyway. Well, did he make it? Hell no. Did he win our hearts? Absolutely. The following year paid homage to Arto A beautiful and brutal masterpiece of an event, and that's exactly why it lands at our 9 spot. Now you're wondering, wait, there are 8 events crazier than this? Oh yes, my friend. The madness only goes up from here. Let's see what insanity awaits at number 7. Ever heard of the LA Skate Jam? If not, you'll see why. This legendary chaos absolutely earned its spot on our list. And by the final hour, let's just say things escalated way past a little. Let's rewind to where it all began. This insanity is hosted by Awesome, and yeah, nearly their entire team showed up to rip it apart. They built these wild graffiti-covered ramps that look straight out of a 90s skate video. When Grant Taylor shows up to shred your event, you've officially made it. Dylan Jaeb came this close to murdering him on the course. That's the level of chaos that we're dealing with. But the real star? A police car parked right in the middle of the course. Just parking the cop car sideways wasn't enough. Oh no, they positioned it perfectly for maximum send. You can see the insanity by the airtime alone. This gap's only possible when you're getting towed by a motorcycle. Most riders choked on the speed. How did he survive this? Then there's Louis Lopez, floating over it like gravity was just a suggestion. Jake Anderson and Taylor Kirby go to war for the session ender. A no-grab kickflip versus a backside 360 nose grab. The perfect finale. But this is not the end. The crowd lighted up like a bonfire, and suddenly, this is no longer a contest. It's an apocalypse.
A chaotic situation, your best bet is just stay away from him.
It's your boy Gary Rogers, bust a bail on this. Y'all know where it's at. If you do, you do. If you don't, you won't. But everybody's about to send their lives down this. Thrash Magazine, baby. Bust a bail. Come on now.
The Bust or Bail Contest. A best trick battle at the world's most legendary skate spots. The rules are simple. Go big or go home broke. They've got a hit list of legendary tricks. Land one or stomp an NBD. Cha-ching, money. Alex Midler playing homage to Ardo Sari's iconic backside lip slide from Minefield. But that's just a warm-up. Kickflip back lip on the middle rail? Are you kidding me? This dude sacks into that rail over and over, absolute balls of steel, until Ardo Sari backs it up. That had to feel so good. You want more bust or bail madness? Watch the full doc on our channel. Since 2007, the Copenhagen Open has exploded into the must-hit event on the global skate calendar, where pros and pilgrims take over the streets like it's skateboarding's answer to Woodstock. No surprise it landed at 6 on our list. The magic Copenhagen Open is whatever the hell we make it. No corporate playbook. One day, a massive rail session. The next day, turning a train into a vert ramp. And then just partying all day long. And the crowds? Thousands deep. Because nowhere else blends Viking chaos with this much soul. Christiania is a free town founded by hippies and artists who took over abandoned military barracks. This lawless enclave in Copenhagen's heart is a do-whatever zone, making it the perfect anarchic playground for the Copenhagen Open. And yeah, the legendary bowl doesn't hurt either. In 2024, they were taking the chaos cross-border 10 days Copenhagen to Athens by train and plane, hitting the streets of Berlin, Munich, Innsbruck, and Milano in between. The Greece marble block was the perfect setting for a good old gap session. One thing is clear, even if the Copenhagen Open isn't in Copenhagen, the vibe is the same, just skateboarding at its most alive. What a beautiful event and a fresh dose of chaos every year. All right. Our fifth spot is something really special. It's something you never knew you needed. A brilliantly absurd Japanese skateboarding game show. Exactly as chaotic as you'd imagine. Think Takeshi's Castle, but with skateboards. How did we ever live without this? It's not about the gnarliest tricks, it's about pure speed and survival. The rules? No stepping off your board, no practice runs, just raw, on-the-fly madness.
Skater, what's gonna happen? All right. Here we are at 55.11 seconds.
But the real nightmare? The Psycho Rail.
New course. Rail coaster. They compete based on their achievement rate of how far they can go on a 40-meter rail, and the lowest ranked person drops out.
To this day, no one has conquered the entire thing. Not even close.
The first hump, got over it nicely.
Leo Romero gave it a shot after the show and still got wrecked.
Do the shit.
And then there's the setup that looks straight out of an 80s sci-fi movie. A neon-lighted snake run course glowing like a Tron reject. This thing is brutal. Imagine skating it with zero practice. I'd eat shit by the rainbow rail at the latest. Then comes the finale water gap. Jamie Foy came this close until the splashdown. That look on his face, that water had to be freezing. Mason Silva battled his way on top into the finals. The last thing, another gnarly water rail. He didn't get it. But you know what's coming next? Yep, he sacks it. Fourth place, Swampfest, where Florida swampy hell meets next level chaos. Pro BMX legend Trey Jones built this wild playground and was kind enough to let skaters tag along. It's a 3-day event full of challenges, music, fire, and mud. You can tell the ramps were made for BMX, just raw plywood slabs stacked like a sketchy Jenga tower. If you miss the right lane, this happens. But pros, they treat this janky setup like butter concrete. Oh, and about that water? Yeah, there are actual gators lurking.
It's fucking gators afoot, man. I mean, it's only about a 3-footer, but that thing gets a hold of your dick, man, you're in a lot of trouble.
Of course, a sketchy, mega-long death rail is mandatory at an event like this. And just like every year, nobody's made it to the other side yet. Every time a rider eats shit, the rail gets worse. That sticky mud spray makes the rail really sticky. He almost got it. But this year, Kyle Walsh came back after the session. No crowd, just pure obsession. First rider to ever conquer Swampfest death rail. Now they have to step it up next year. The grand finale of this 3-day BMX skate and music madness. Burning it all to the ground. Literally. Because it's Swampfest. You don't just end the party, you torch it. Now it's getting serious. Our top 3 is here. Kicking things off at 3rd place is Halloween Hellbomb, the year's most thrilling costume carnage, featuring some of the wildest pro skaters and the deadliest obstacles. This event is a full-on freak show. You've got to throw tricks downhill, and the faster you go, the better. Add in some ridiculous costumes and a wild crowd that barely leaves room to skate, and if you slam, you're basically falling right into someone's arms. All eyes were on the Joker, and he wasn't playing around. Keenan Dern showed up in full character, flying through the chaos like it was nothing. He's not afraid to get smoked. and the next year, the Joker returned. That gap to rail, are you kidding me? If he hadn't cleared it, it would have looked straight up like a car crash. But Keenan wasn't the only one putting on a show. Grayson Fletcher went viral with a one-of-a-kind kickflip. Watch the catch. It's unreal. And then he sends over the whole thing. What a way to shut it down. Landing in second place is nothing less than the most legendary skate competition of all time. Thrasher's King of the Road. Here's how this iconic chaos goes down, and if anyone could break it down best, it's the great Jake Phelps.
Welcome to King of the Road, the ultimate cross-country skateboarding scavenger hunt road trip adventure. Here's how it works. 4 teams made up of the finest skateboarders in the world who have just 10 days to crisscross the country, earning points by doing tasks in particular cities. They might have to rap with Chris Gentry in Houston, do triples down a triple set in Albuquerque, or get a Corey Duffel makeover in Salt Lake City. And when they're not trying to find a stripper who can ollie, they're earning points the other ways by landing the ridiculous tricks we've got for them in the book, accomplishing our other retarded challenges, and compete against the other teams to do the highest, longest, and gnarliest stunts imaginable. Halfway through, they pick up their special mystery guest. And it all ends at the Palms in Las Vegas, where we smash the place up and one team is crowned King of the Road. They win the cash, the trophy, the chance to defend their title in 2011, and the most valuable real estate in all of skateboarding, the cover of Thrasher magazine.
I'm so sad. I have all these issues in my life, dude. I can't find the right girlfriend.
When it came to the infamous tattoo challenge, Gravette went all in and picked possibly the worst spot ever to get inked. That's real commitment right there. No, they only got second place. Over the years, King of the Road has seen some straight up legendary tricks go down. One that still hits hard. In 2007, Jake Duncombe stomped a cab flip over a spine ramp, and it's still a certified banger to this day. Later on, Thrasher inked a deal with Viceland to broadcast the 2015 King of the Road, bringing the madness to a whole new level and whole new audience. The partnership continued for the next 2 years, giving viewers an inside look at the chaos, camaraderie, and carnage. But after the 2017 season, Viceland chose not to renew the rights, and since then, no new editions of King of the Road have been held. Hopefully something new is coming soon.
Where the fuck are you, bro? They're about to start.
What? They're gonna start without me? Fuck that, dude, I'm going.
And our first place is the biggest, most expensive, and most electrifying event in the universe. The Dime Glory Challenge. It is a multi-dimensional, light-speed competition with challenges that will change your life. Put your hands together and raise them to the gods for glory. One of the craziest challenges in Dangler history, the Wall Ride Challenge. They push the distance to a mind-blowing 19 feet. Totally ridiculous. And then Ishod Ware comes through with a wall ride that looks straight up unreal. Like, did gravity just take a break? In 2018, Dime dropped a one-of-a-kind tail drop challenge, and it was pure chaos. Zared Bassett came through and handled its switch, which is already insane. But that wasn't even the final hype. The last stage was unbelievably high. Like, stare down and question your life choices high. And the wildest part? Kater Sillis stepped up and sent it. He was only 16 at the time.
Everybody hands up! Kater is on the top row!
Watch the hang time. But the magic of the Dime Glory Challenge is that it keeps reinventing itself every year. In 2019, they took the chaos to the streets, setting it up around real spots near Montreal's Olympic Stadium. The mission? Simple. No scores, no time runs, just a wild series of skate challenges that feel like they were ripped straight out of a 14-year-old sketchbook. Pure creativity, pure fun, and pure danger. The absolute highlight, the 16-stair hubba, which got completely destroyed. Seriously, what did they tell the riders to make them go this nuts? It's pure insanity. Mark Suju, not exactly known for going huge, comes through and grinds the whole thing. Switch. Unreal. And to cap off this heavy session, the local legend gets the final send-off. What a way to close out a wild day. In the most recent edition, Dime went even bigger. Literally. They built a giant rainbow rail. In the biggest bump to bar we've ever seen. The airtime, insane. And the impact, no joke. But the pro-level jumpers didn't flinch. They just launched it. Chima Ferguson stole the show. That dude is a beast. His backside 360 looked like something out of a snowboard video. Just absolute liftoff. And that's our list of the craziest skateboard events out there. From chaotic costumes to legendary road trips and full-on gladiator-style battles, skateboarding's never been more wild. If you liked the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. We've got a lot cooking for the near future, and you won't want to miss it.